Hello, my name is Zermus and welcome back to 1 Hour 1 Life. In this video I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to make clothes. In the previous one we learned how to make fire, and that's important. You need to know that before you're able to make clothes. So the first thing we're going to need to do is craft a snare. So I also explained how to make rope. So here's my rope, I already made some. And now we're also going to need a we're going to need some stakes, which I haven't shown you how to make, but it's part of the same process using this straight branch. So we're going to take the straight branch and our handy sharp rock, whack it once, get the long straight shaft, whack it again for the short one, you hit it one more time, and we got the stakes. Eat some food so we don't die. Now we're going to take the rope and combine it with the stakes, and now we've got a snare. So this is how we catch us some rabbits. So we're going to take our basket, because it's good to be able to carry. You can put your bunnies in your basket when you catch them, and that's important. The snare, once you've made it, is reusable. So that's very good. That's like one of the big things about this game, is a lot of these items, once you craft them, you've got them forever. So now we need to go to the yellow biome, which is this here, and we want to look around and try and find some rabbit holes. Here we go, a bunch of them. So if we look here, we got a rabbit hole, rabbit hole, rabbit hole. This brings us to law number 2. Only hunt family animals. This is very important for sustainability. Right now, all these little holes here, these guys are single. So if we kill them, we won't have any, they won't have any offspring, and therefore there won't be any more bunnies. I just realized I didn't bring any food with me, so I need to go. I also didn't bring a rock. See, it's important when you go out, bring your sharp stone with you so that you can get carrots if you need to in an emergency. So I'm gonna put some berries in my mouth. Put a couple berries in the basket there. Oh, in fact, I found some bunnies right here. So if we look here, here's a rabbit family hole. This is what we want to hunt. Only hunt the family animals. So we're gonna take our snare and we're gonna put it on there. And this happens pretty fast, so you don't necessarily have to like leave for, you know, a couple years and then come back. You see the little bunny poking his head out. If there's any small children watching, you might want to turn away. This is a very disheartening scene. It makes me sad every time I see this. Poor little bunny's caught there. But unfortunately, this is the cycle of life. One animal must die to now allow another to live. So you can pick the snare back up, move it over to another hole. Take your bunny, stick it in your basket, right? We'll go ahead and catch one more bunny here. Eat some food. I picked these berries here. You don't want to leave berries around because they'll deteriorate. Such a sad scene. But since it has a little baby bunny there, that bunny will live on, and then these holes will repopulate. If you kill them when there's no family, then the holes will never repopulate. That's what's important about sustainability here. So we can go ahead and, since we know we're near home, we can go ahead and snare this guy and then come back later. But we'll take these two bunnies up for now. This will be enough to get started and for me to show you the basics of crafting here. Okay, so now that we got bunnies, we gotta skin them. So we're gonna need some flint. Luckily, there's a lot of little flint right around here. Take our handy sharp stone, whack the flint, and now we got these flint chips. These are very sharp, so be careful when you're handling them. But you can use them on dead rabbits to skin them, and now we got a little bit of meat and a little bit of fur. So drop our little thread there, eat my last berry from here, makes me sad. And then you can pick up the fur, and you can actually stack the fur pretty good. You can put up to 4 pieces of fur together, and that's good for storing them. And then you also have this meat here. So this is a good time for me to demonstrate cooking. So we're gonna need my sharp stone here. I'll put it in a basket, and I'm gonna go get some food while I'm out, because I don't want to starve. I know there's well, I guess there's one berry over here. But we need this sapling here. We're going to make a skewer. Put that in our basket. Let's look around a little bit for more food. I think there's a bush down here somewhere. There we go. Eat some food. Put a berry in my basket to go. Take out gooseberries. Head back home. So we're going to need to start a fire. I demonstrated how to make a fire last time. Once you've got the basic tools, all you need to do is grab a juniper tree. To get that bush, grab this. You're going to need your kindling. So let's go ahead and start the fire. Remember, you take the bow, bow drill, make the little ember, use the leaf on it, drop it on the tinder, wait for a moment, throw your kindling on it. Alright, so now we're going to need, where's that stick? Here's a berry, it's going in my mouth. Take the stick, put it on the skinned rabbit. So this is how you cook. So if you mouse over the fire, so we see here skewered rabbit plus fire. That'll make a cooked bunny, right? That will make a burnt rabbit, actually, and you will not be able to eat it. So don't worry, everyone does it. I burnt my first rabbit. If you do that, it's inedible, and you don't get to eat it, and then you probably die. So we're going to actually wait until this fire burns for a little bit, like a minute or so. Doesn't take too long. And then when it does, it's going to burn down to hot coals. That's when you can cook your rabbit. This is also the same rule applies to ovens. You need to wait until they get to hot coal method before you can cook them. So there's not any berries left, so I'm going to rely on this fire getting down in time before I starve to death. Oh, in fact, I should follow my own rule. Stand by the fire where it's warm. So now we've got hot coals. I can use my bunny on a skewer, and now I've got a cooked rabbit. So I can go ahead and take it, put it on the ground, take the skewer off, set the skewer aside, and now I can eat the cooked rabbit. So this will actually give me 2 items. So notice it gave me a ton of food. So these are like pretty good to eat, and you should do it when you're getting rabbits, but you know, it's not super sustainable. This gives me some rabbit skeleton and also gives me this rabbit bone, which will be important. The skewer is reusable, so while your fire is still hot, you should go ahead and cook all of your rabbits that you have on hand, right? So you don't have to make this fire over and over every time. It is good to note that if you accidentally let your fire die and you didn't mean to, you can quickly throw more kindling on it. Let's see if I can do it fast enough. This is pretty important actually, because later on you want to keep a fire going all the time. So let's take our stone axe, make some kindling, throw it on the hot coals, whoosh, we got our fire again. So we're good to go. So now we want to make some clothes, right? So we can take this rabbit bone, and if we use our favorite tool, where did it go? Oh, I put it in my basket probably. There's my sharp stone, my favorite tool. And we use it on the rabbit bone. No. Alright, I was mistaken. Okay, you can't use the sharp stone for everything. Where's my other bunny? I'm hungry. So these bones, don't worry about them cluttering up because they'll disappear. We're going to actually use a flint chip here. Use this on the rabbit bone, and that makes us a needle. So a needle, and then of course our thread, I already collected some for us, will make a needle and thread. So the rabbit fur. So the crafting of clothes works like so. A single rabbit fur and a needle. So you can tell this here by, you can like mouse through the needle and you can see all the different things you can make. So let's start at the beginning. We don't want to steal. So you take a needle, a thread, and a rabbit fur, and we'll make a rabbit fur loincloth. So this is like the first thing you should make. It's the easiest. There we go. Watch my temperature. It's low. Put on some undies. It goes up a little bit. Now I'm decent. I'm also starving. So I'm talking too much. And I'm a little bit warmer. I will get hungry slower. And that's really important. Let's go ahead and go back and check my my snare. I think it was over this way. So it's important to remember where the heck everything is. Yeah, I might have lost it. So we'll go back. If you combine the rabbit furs like I had them stacked originally, you can make more items. So we'll go ahead and make another thread. Home is over this way. Let's see, like, you might have better navigation skills than me. So you can reuse the needle, apply it to the thread. So if we stack those 2 rabbit furs like we had them, you can make a rabbit fur hat. You should make that as well. That's important. When you have 3 rabbit furs, you can make a shawl. This one, like, you might as well, you can skip this one and go straight to 4 pieces, which will make a rabbit fur coat because they both go on your torso, and the coat's a little bit better. The other thing you can do is if you take the flint chip to your fur coat or your rabbit fur, you'll cut it into 4 little pieces here. And there are 2 groups of 2, right? If you leave them together and you sew them, you can make a water pouch, which will be important for a later chapter. Or if you take one of them and put it on the ground and sew it together, you get a little booty, and you can put this on. Boop. And now you're a little bit warmer. So when you get enough rabbit, you want to hunt as many rabbits as you can, right? Make food out of all of them, and then you can sew a bunch of clothes for you and your family. And this will get you a lot warmer, and you'll survive a lot longer without having to eat quite so much. Anyways, that's going to do it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. In my next one, I will go over making a farm.